Anyway, that was wow. That you know, only the top-notch quality from me. You know, that's what you get in my Let's Plays. Just top-notch quality all the time. There's a bug there. If you jump too closely, you'll fall on the floor. As I showed you, you can get a quick 20 rupees there. Now I'm gonna run straight to Lon Lon Ranch, hopefully before the sun goes down. Um, the reason why is there's a song there that we want to get. It's not really 100% necessary right now, but it's best. I honestly feel it's best to get it as soon as possible, as early as possible, just so you don't have to worry about it later. You won't be using it until maybe like at least until 2 dungeons from now. You probably won't be using it much. At the very minimum, actually. But I'd like to get it right away. Also, while I'm here, I like to grab a free bottle of milk from Malon's father, Talon, aka Mario, who's in here. We're gonna speak to him, and he's gonna give us a simple little mini game to do. He's the 3 chickens that are near him. He's basically gonna throw them across the room, and we have to find them within the time limit. And it costs 10. It costs 10 rupees to play this game, but 10 rupees is very easy to come by. If you just go outside and break those pots, you can keep coming in and out to do so. And as you can see, there's a day and night cycle, as I mentioned, or you've seen. But whenever you're in towns and buildings and dungeons, the time of day does not change, which is pretty odd, I guess, but it was probably just the limitations of the engine at the time that they couldn't have it, or they probably could have had it pathing or something. I don't know. I'm wondering how it would have been if they had if the AI in this game had routines like Skyrim or Elder Scrolls in general. Actually, where are you? Actually, I don't know. Does Morrowind and Oblivion have? Do the AI have? I think I messed this up. I was too busy talking. I should have paid attention to where he threw the. Now this third one is going to be a pain to find. I think I messed up. It's okay because y'all can see what happens if you mess up. Get that one. No. It's not a big deal if you mess up. You just pay him again. You just give him 10 more rupees and you try again. Believe it or not, when I was a kid, it took me way more tries than than I care to admit. So messing up once to me isn't really a big deal. Oh, try again for just 5 rupees? Well, thank you. It's awfully generous. Okay, just follow where they are with your eyes. This one. Okay. The other one is almost always next to the door. But I don't remember. Ah, boy. No, I already picked that one up. Get this one. Boy, we might have to do this a third time. Oh, I accidentally walked outside. Well, that's also another good tip. If you feel like you're not going to make it, just walk outside and start it over. But I think he still charges you 10. He charges you 10 rupees again. Hold on, let me skip through this. Yeah, he charged me 10 more rupees. Oh, I'm going to get it this time, don't worry. It's kind of hard to grab the right one whenever your controls are very clunky. Man, it's so much more smoother in later games and later installments of Zelda, like Twilight Princess and oh wow, I got them all in the first pickup. All right, now we got that out of the way. Took a couple more tries than I would have liked it to, but that's okay. How would you like to marry Malon? I mean, yeah, sure, when she's older. Ah, you tease. There was a article somewhere about Malon. About older Malon. I don't remember what the article was about. I'll have to double check it. I just remember they mentioned her. I don't remember what the article pertained to. So stay tuned to future Let's Plays for whenever I research and find out what article that is. Or maybe you know. If you know what article that is, let me know in a comment. Like I said, I like comments. You know, as long as they're not, you know, aggressive YouTube comments. You know, like you see on almost every other channel these days. Or video. Videos on YouTube are disheartening, man. I used to joke that they would make me lose faith in humanity. All right, We're gonna go talk to Malin right now, who's standing in the middle of the field with Epona, which is our future mighty steed. Need the Ocarina. Fairy boy. Jeez, I would not be appreciative of any girl calling me fairy boy. I'm just saying. If I was Link, I'd be pretty upset about that. Every time she mentioned it, I'd be like, please don't call me that. I like how the girl on Majora's Mask calls you Grasshopper, though. Hold on. No. I have to talk to her one more time, I believe. There we go. Talks about how her mother taught her this song. I like how she says compose when it's only like 3 notes. Ah, I'm not close enough. Come on. There we go. Cute ocarina that my friend gave me. It's kind of messed up because once you get the Ocarina of Time, he kind of just throws this one away. I'm like, wow, that's how you treat your friends? Oh. Wow, I'm just making so many mistakes. It's probably more my controller's fault. Yeah, that's very childish. Blame everything on the controller. No, but seriously, I'm using a GameCube controller, which is what I got when I first purchased my GameCube when it was first released. So it's getting on in years, unfortunately. It's like the original black GameCube controller. Alright, so now we have that song. We're gonna leave. That song actually has a couple of more uses besides calling for Epona. If you use it next to cows, you can get some milk if you have an empty bottle. If you don't bother. And milk, I think, is very useful, a lot more useful than potions, if you ask me, just because it's more abundant, and you get 2 drinks. And I believe potions, you only get 1. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not 100% sure. Now we're going to head over to Death Mountain, or rather, Kakariko Village. Or Kakario, I'm not really sure which one it is. I used to call it Kakario as a kid, and then somebody told me I was wrong, and it's actually Kakariko. So, we'll find out when I get there. I'll try to pronounce it again. As I said before, being stuck in the field at night is a very bad thing. As you can see, I'm being attacked by these. Or rather, not being attacked, I'm just running right by them. But these are called Stalfos, I believe. They're very annoying. They appear limitlessly until the sun rises. If you kill enough of them, a boss type one will come out, and if you kill that one, they will all disappear for maybe a couple of seconds, but the cycle will just restart, and it's very annoying. Come on. Yeah, Kakariko, I think it was. I didn't really read it, I'm sorry. I got caught up in my commentary there. Kind of sucks that it's nighttime because during the daytime you can get a bottle. But first, I need to do this. It's the time, like I said, in towns the time won't change, but when we go up to Death Mountain, uh, day and night will begin to cycle again. It's a bit of an inconvenience initially until you obtain the Sun Song, which allows you to skip between. Basically, he told me he won't let me in. I gotta use the node. I'm sorry, I forgot. Here we go. use a note on this guy. He reads a note, and he acts like a total jerk. This is Link. He's under my orders to save Hyrule. Is that all she wrote on the paper? Well, then again, I don't really blame him for laughing in your face like he does. Well, what did I expect? She is a kid. Anyway, after laughing in your face, he calmly and kindly asks you to do him a favor. I'm like, really? You're gonna laugh at me and then you're gonna ask me to do a favor? See if I save you. See if I save you and all of Hyrule. I'm an important business here. Do you know who I am? Of course you don't. What do they pay you for? Alright, enough. I'm not going to do your task for you. Basically, he's just asking if you'll go all the way back to Hyrule Castle Town. Well, my voice kind of like trailed off there. Hyrule Castle Town. And if you'll pick up a mask for his quote-unquote son. Yet, he never gives the mask to his son. He instead wears it for the rest of the game. Which I find a little suspicious. I'm kind of looking at him like, I don't think you wanted that mask for your son at all. I think you wanted it for yourself. I often thought that as a kid. I would walk by him and I'd be like, when are you going to give that to your son? Anyway, this is the Death Mountain Trail, as you should see on the screen. We're going to climb up it very quickly to Goron City, which is home of the Gorons. Not home of the Whopper, as I previously stated, obviously. Although that would be pretty interesting if it was. If the Gorons created the Whopper. Shout out to Burger King. Is Burger King the one with the Whopper? I don't know. I haven't had fast food in a while. That's a total lie. I have it like every day. Anyway. Welcome to America. Anyway. There's a trick I'm going to show you here. I don't know if you saw it. Well, that was my bad. You gotta watch out for those rolling Gorons. It's kind of obnoxious that they do that, but whatever. Anyway, if you didn't see it, there's a heart piece located just above that giant boulder that was blocking the second dungeon, aka Dodongo's Cavern. There's a boulder. There's a heart piece. Now you can get that heart piece by strategically rolling into this jump here and swinging your sword at the last minute. Like so. Nailed it. And voila. I don't know how many people actually know that, but I found that out as a kid, and I thought I was like the smartest person in the world for figuring it out. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people know about it. Originally, you can't see it here, I'll show it to you later, but under that rock there's a spot for you to put a seed, just like I mentioned in the first part, where there was an area you can only get to by planting a seed in the soft soil. Basically it was the same thing. When you plant a seed there, 7 years later when you come back, I believe it's 7 years, spoiler alert, the seed grows into a plant that you climb onto and levitates you up to the hard piece. But as you can see, you can get it 7 years early by doing this trick. Alright, now we're gonna enter Goron. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah. I was saying whoa because I saw that sign there and I forgot I was I have a personal vendetta against them. But don't worry, that sign won't get away from me. I'll get him on my way back. You can survive long falls by pushing forward. You roll. Now, initially as a kid, I thought you had to light all these torches in order to open the door. It was wrong. All it does is start this pot to make this pot start spinning, and you throw a bomb into the pot, and I believe there's a heart piece or something inside, or rupees. I don't quite remember. But instead, you're gonna play Zelda's Lullaby, like I said, one of the most useful songs in the game. Most used, actually. I wouldn't say it's... Anyway. Forget what I was saying. Go inside. We're going to meet the leader of the Gorons, Darunia. I'm very bad with names, especially with fantasy style names. A lot of them sound really made up. Like, a lot of them I don't see the logic behind the spelling, but I'm guilty of creating characters very similarly. Darunia. Like when I play Pokemon, I like to give them obscure names. And some of them people have told me that they're hard to pronounce. Basically, he's just complaining about they have a problem, a Goron problem, and in order to get this guy to trust us and allow us to help him out, we need to lighten his mood. We need to turn his frown upside down. Anyway, to do that, we're going to have to go all the way back to Kokiri Forest. And as I said, there's going to be a number of time lapses in this video, and get ready because another one's coming up right now. Alright, so now we're back in the Kokiri Forest, and you may have noticed that during the playback, or during my travel over here, I bumped into a number of things. That was because I was checking my capture settings to make sure it was still working. Obviously, I don't want it to cut out in the middle of the video, so sorry about that. And I just realized I forgot to chop up that sign outside of Goron City, but don't worry, like I said, it won't get away from me. Anyway, I believe if you shoot this target here, they'll increase your the amount of your ammunition. But I think you have to hit 50s. Or is it 30s? There you go, hundreds. There you go. This guy generously gives you a larger bomb bag just because he's so impressed with your mad skills. Now, this area, in order to navigate the Lost Woods properly, you need to listen very carefully to the music coming out from the different tree trunks. And in order to do that properly, I'm gonna, in a moment, I'm gonna turn off my microphone, and I'm gonna turn up the game audio so you can hear exactly what I'm talking about. After, of course, this annoying owl gets Tree finishes shouting pointless information at me that I already know that you can't skip, or you can't really skip. Does anybody want to read these? Because if enough people tell me that I can go ahead and skip them, I will gladly just slam A until they're done. Then again, I'll probably get caught up on that loop. Alright, buddy, thanks a lot. Thanks for all your help. Get out of here. Finally. Alright, so now I'm gonna disable my microphone as I navigate the woods, so I'll be right back. Alright, so as you could hear from the audio, you had to listen very carefully to the music and just go the direction it was playing. As I showed a couple of times, if the melody cuts out next to the tree trunk, that's obviously the wrong one. So simply find the correct one, and it'll lead you here to the Sacred Grove. Small maze. It's not really a maze actually, because it's fairly easy to navigate. It's a little bit annoying too, having to deal with all these Deku scrubs. You can take them out pretty easily. It's very helpful, the top-down camera angle, I think. I'm not sure. No, you can't change it. Actually, I don't even need to deal with this guy. I gotta go this way. He's probably gonna try to hit me. Okay. Now, these guys are pretty easy to navigate by. You can slip by them pretty easily. I'm over here saying that, and I'm getting smacked down. You live this time. Anyway, we come up here to meet an old friend who's going to teach us yet another song. Probably my favorite song. I would say second favorite song in this game. There's one other song I like just a bit more than this one. It's very close race, so I will mention it whenever we get to that song, which will be quite some time from now. Probably not until maybe 6 or 7 parts in. Alright, Zaria. Teach us. Teach us the amazing melody. I love how the music from this game yes. I like how the music from this game basically stayed in the series. Like they retained I'm sorry, I'm looking for the right words here. Hold on. I like how the music from this game, it got passed down to future Zelda titles. Like there are other Zelda titles with music from this that originated from this game. I don't know if any of the music goes further back, actually, now that I think about it, because I believe you could play an instrument in A Link to the Past. I'm not sure, but I just think it's great. The music here is practically timeless. That was one thing I always loved about this game. It had amazing music. It had to have, because the game pretty much revolves around music. Anyway, the song she just gave us is one we need in order to get Darunia to trust us. Over here, there's a small hole. No, I don't want to hear your tip. I was trying to look forward. Sorry. I'm going to skip this. Inside that hole, there is a fairy fountain with a number of fairies that can help you. Fairies are very useful. Basically, they'll refill your heart. You can just pop it open, they'll refill your heart. Or, if you die, they will revive you. And, of course, this owl. This is why he's so annoying. We literally just talked 10 seconds ago. That's obviously an exaggeration. It was probably more like 2 minutes, but still, just annoying. And he's literally with you through the entire game. The last time you see him is in the last dungeon. No, I don't want to hear what you said again. I lost my train of thought. Thanks, owl, you jerk. Anyway, we're gonna get out of here just by taking whichever random tree trunk. If you like I was saying earlier, you have to listen to the song. If you take the wrong one, it'll just basically take you back to start, and you just start over again. Not that big a deal. Wait. Trust me, the one at Death Mountain will not escape my wrath.